Hi there, my name's Vince from mymatevince.com, and in this video today we're going to be trying to fix this Panasonic. It's a DVD player, but it's also got a hard drive in as well. Now this is my brother's one, and he's just going to tell us what happened. So again, it's been working fine for years.
And when you just looked at it normally, it was just the clock that was on. We tried to put a DVD in, but none of the buttons, apart from the clock being on, it was completely dead. None of the buttons did anything. Couldn't turn it on and off with the button or anything. Couldn't open or close it. Then I disconnected the power, reconnected the power again, and then I lost the clock, and the thing since then has been completely dead.
Right, so it's completely dead, and you've checked the lead, and it's not the lead or the fuse.
It's not the lead or the fuse.
But for the purpose of the video, we'll quickly show that it's not the lead.
Yes.
So yeah, that's it. That's hence the reason it's a trying to fix video. We're going to take it apart and see if there's anything obvious. Hopefully, I'm thinking initially power supply related with the internal power supply, but who knows? So first of all, let's get this lead tested. Set the meter to continuity. And by doing this, this will also check the fuse as well. So go on to there. Okay, so we've got continuity between that prong and that one there. And let's move on to this one. Okay, so that shows that the lead is okay, and also
and if you do
the
both,
fuse as well.
To show it's not short.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, so you want me to go in here?
Yeah, or you could, yeah. That's fine.
Okay, or obviously you could do it that side, yeah?
Yes, yeah.
Right, so that looks like the lead's okay. So let's get the camera set up above this, and let's take it apart. We've got a fuse. But it'd be unlikely to be the fuse because it's
we had the clock.
The clock was working, but let's just test it anyway.
Do you want me to vacuum it?
We can do that in a minute, yeah.
Okay.
Right, so the fuse is okay. Oh, here we go. Look at that capacitor there. Can you see? It looks like it's got some crud on it. Let's zoom right in there. That doesn't look too healthy. See that one there? I'm talking about this one. Yeah, that doesn't look great. Do you reckon that's the culprit? Oh, here we go. That's bulging there as well. Look, can you see this one here?
Apparently, you can get a capacitor repair kit for it, which says to me that there's
an issue with the capacitors.
Well, more than one of them.
Yeah, because look at this one here. You can also just see that that one there is starting to bulge up on top. Let's just work purely on this side here because
and hope for the best with it.
Yeah, because it sounds like a power supply issue. Yeah. We've seen two things that don't look right on this side, so maybe we could just change those two over to begin with, and we might be lucky. It might start working.
You reckon it's just the two, do you, Vince?
I don't know, but we might be able to test them. We might be able to unsolder some and test it using my little ESR meter.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think with that one?
Yeah, I know that looks dodgy. That looks dodgy.
Oh, that's the second one. Sorry.
Yeah, that is the one. Yeah, because can you see? Yeah. I believe that's why they have a cross at the top to allow it to vent. When they fail.
Yes.
Because I suppose after that they might vent safely. Exactly.
Yeah, because the aluminium must shear or something. Must it break as the pressure builds up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh right.
Well, okay. So yeah, let's get this board out. We have taken every single capacitor off this board here and tested them all. You can see all the clean bits is where the capacitors were without the dust. And the only two that are testing out of range are the two that we suspected to begin with. Do you remember the one with the crud on top? Now we took the crud off and you can definitely see it's bulged. If you have a look there, you can see that is bulging up. Not hugely, but obviously it leaked something. And this one here, these are the only two that are testing 40. So even if you didn't have any equipment, a visual check would have pinpointed these two here. So we're going to put all those caps back in, and we're just going to buy two capacitors. And hopefully, fingers crossed, that might have fixed the problem. So time to solder them all back in. So that is it so far. What we'll have to do now is get those capacitors and then film the rest of this video. Now there is a chance that those capacitors won't make any difference, but there's two of them that are definitely not looking right and testing right, so fingers crossed that will be the only thing that's wrong with it. But if not, they need to be changed anyway, and then we'll have to fault find further. So we'll be back to this video on another day after the parts have been ordered. See you then. Okay, so a few days have gone past now and the new capacitors have arrived. We've gone for Panasonic ones, and my brothers looked up the spec of the old ones and matched it. So these are both like 105, they go up to 105 degrees Celsius, and also they're down as low ESR. Now one of them is exactly the same. It is 1200 microfarads, 6.3 volts. This one here on the old one was 330 microfarads, 6.3 volts, but this one's 25 volts. Remember, it's okay to go higher on the voltage as long as the microfarad's the same. So we're going to pop these two back in, put it back together, and then see if it works. A very quick clean with IPA. So now what we're going to do is put this back in the case, and then we'll power it up and we'll see what happens. So it's all back together. We're going to test it properly on the TV in a minute, but just for the time being, let's plug it in and let's see if the light comes on. So, plug the power into the back here. Hopefully the time will come back on. Here we go, moment of truth. Come on now. Yes, please wait, it's down there. Look at that, look at that. Please wait. So it wasn't doing that before, it was completely dead. So it looks like those two capacitors were the issue. Let's plug it into the TV and then see if we have any picture up on the screen. Right, so that is it. As you can see, it's all working there and it is displaying up on screen as well. So I'm not going to play anything because of copyright, but you can see now if we just press open, it will eject the disc there and the screen will change up there. So what a result, all from two faulty capacitors. Now I know in this instance we did use like meters and stuff to diagnose this, but even before doing any of that, the first thing we noticed was these two capacitors with the crud on this one here and the fact that this one was blown outwards. So even if you didn't have specialist tools, if you just had a soldering iron and a screwdriver kit, you would have been able to fix this particular one, which is well worth it because remember, capacitors are very cheap. You're going to get both of these for less than £1, so it's well worth having something working again and a really easy fix. So I really enjoyed this one. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe for more Trying to Fix videos. Take care, bye now.